of you don't have a father and mother that corrected you as a kid. Not the right way, not according to the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All they merely showed you is to respect them, but to sin, to break the law. That's why y'all drug addicts. Y'all are drug addict, and then y'all honor y'all's mother. Y'all go bowing down and crouching to your mom. But where's the reverence? Where's the reverence of Yahweh Shai? It tells you that in Malachi, I'm a father. Where's my honor? Y'all commit adultery, sin. Y'all continue to sin. Revolt more and more.
Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
It's better to obey God than men. The Most High tells you that if you love your mother or father more than him, you're not worthy to be a disciple. So there is a certain degree for when you got to rebel. Not rebel, but not listen to your parents, because your parents can lead you to destruction, man. Your wife, your girlfriend, your sons, daughters. There's gonna be a time where you're not gonna listen to them. You're gonna be like, no, mom, dad, I ain't got nothing. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. Because my God, my power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, has already told me what to do. He's already gave me the answer in this situation. Because a lot of you mothers and fathers, what do y'all tell y'all daughters and sons? Mijo, if it feels right, do it. Whatever your heart tells you, do it, mijo. God understands. That's some wicked, that's leading to destruction, man. That's not even for you to be better. What does it say in Jeremiah 23 where it says that they don't tell them to turn from their wickedness? Yeah. Like they basically they encourage it, like they continue to still be wicked.
Where it says about the prophets.
Right.
Jeremiah 23 and 21. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings.
What you read? What verse?
Jeremiah 23 and 21.
No, 14. 23 and 14.
Oh, okay. Jeremiah 23 and 14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem and horrible things. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers.
Right, they strengthen y'all, man. They don't turn you from your evilness. They don't give you proper edification, proper advice. Your parents, man. But that's speaking about the prophet, but also it's your parents, man, because your parents are supposed to be guiding you for the future, man.
I can't remember what man said it. It was in the Old Testament, earlier prophets, but it was talking about the chastisement of the Lord. He said, you know, follow the way of instruction that you may be well in those days. Well, actually, yeah, even the law tells you that to obey the Most High. Yeah, in Proverbs, I think. Yeah, we're talking about like a chapter 4 thing, tenets of wisdom and understanding that it may be well with you in those days. You know, that your parents, man, are supposed to have that wisdom to teach you and guide you up in that day. You know, it's supposed to be there to guide you. That's why the scriptures say that children are witnesses of their parents, and that's how you can tell how their parents are if a child is coming out being a little bastard. Jeremiah 23 and 14. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none doth return from his wickedness.
Right, none return from his wickedness, man. They're leading you straight to destruction. You know? But the scriptures say, rather we not be subject to the, what does it say again?
It says, Hebrews 12 and 9. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits?
Right. Shall we not be more in subjection to the Father of spirits, man? The Creator? And live. Your father and mother can't save you. Go ahead.
They verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness.
There you go. That for your profit, that you may be partaker of his holiness, man. Y'all are rebellious. 2/3 you Negro Latinos, man, y'all ain't never gonna get right, man. And that's y'all's fate, man. Y'all's fate is to be destroyed. Y'all are meat for destruction. Y'all were created to be destroyed. And y'all don't even know it, man. But now y'all know it. And y'all gonna remember that in those days, even if there's one word you hear from our voice, it's gonna cross you. It's gonna cross your mind.
Like I said in Jeremiah, you could consider it perfectly in that day. It says, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous.
Right, no chastening of the present seems to be joyous. But you gotta endure it. Now if you don't endure chastening, you're considered a bastard. You're gonna be casted away. Your fathers and mothers can only go for so long. Eventually they probably don't even want to deal with you no more. Some parents do that. Go ahead.
Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness.
Right, so to hell with what the state and the government say that you can't whoop your son. You gotta hope that that ass whooping, the corrections and the mingled together is gonna bring peaceable fruit. You're gonna see your son behave himself wisely. That's why you goddamn kids, man. You Negro Latinos, your kids are running and y'all don't even know what they're doing behind y'all's back. Get into fight, probably stealing from people, robbing people on the streets in nighttime, while you're at home sleeping. How can you sleep knowing your child's gone, man? You got me fucked up that my daughter's gonna be going out at night. Fuck, hell no.
And another thing, man, to y'all women, you know, it's that all when we're speaking about this chastisement, that's why a lot of you women, that's why y'all women are so strengthened in the way that you are today. Like this woman I encountered at my job. I had to work with her one day, but I could automatically tell. That girl Chelsea I used to know. I had told her, I was like, you remind me exactly. I asked her if she knew that woman's name, and she goes, everybody says I look just like her, but I've never met her. I was like, well, you remind me just like her, man. I was like, you're exactly like her. But she ended up coming up to me the next day because I had asked her if she had known who worked at Night Electronics. Point is, I was gonna talk to her. I was like, "Were you giving my chick some problems, man?" I was like, "I was gonna tell you you need to lay off." But she was like, "Oh, nigga, you're gonna come at me like that? I'll lay you out." I was like, "Whatever, man." But another worker came out. Another worker, man. He was a man. You know, he looked like, you know, I actually thought he was gonna be like what I said next was gonna be wrong. I thought he was gonna be like not agreeing with it. Well, he ended up giving me a pound fist. I told that woman, I was like, you know what, man? I was like, y'all women got that attitude that y'all can speak to a man however y'all want. Because your father didn't ever strike you in that time when you raised your mouth at him. Because I know one time, man, my sister, man, my dad was always getting on my ass because he thought I was the one that was going on. It was my sister, man. I was, but my sister was doing it more. But he would not lay a finger on her, man. He would reward her. If she cried, he gave her ice cream. You know? But she came out, she's a demon today, man. And me and her, we don't get along. I hate the hell out of her. But it's because she would not ever chastise that she's got that spirit on her now. And a lot of you women, we already know all you women are like that. Because the father didn't lay his hand down on y'all. And now y'all got that attitude that don't ever hit a woman. Or you can't hit a woman. I saw it on what he called Bill Maher's show the other day. He was always that, Tyrone, you cannot hit a woman, man. You cannot hit a woman. And everybody on the stage was like, damn right. Like the brother said, to hell with that, man. You gotta put your children and these women in line.
I got 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4. Or 1 Timothy 5:11. But the younger widows refuse. For when they have begun to wax wanton against Christ, they will marry, having damnation, because they have cast off their first faith. And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and and not only idle, but tattlers, also and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
Right, because a woman that does not see the right correction, that's what she turns into. She turns into a woman. She turns into that vessel, man, that just, like, again, what did it say?
Wandering about from house to house.
Yeah, being a busybody. And that's what we got today, man. Nothing but a bunch of sluts, man.
I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Really what Paul was saying was that we'd rather have, that's what we're supposed to have, a woman who's in order. A woman that's at their house doing their job. That's what a woman's job is, man. That's what it means, a servant, help.
It says, I will therefore that the younger women marry me, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Backlashing, man. Because y'all women, y'all have a big problem with that. Y'all act like y'all can say what y'all want, man.
Big ass mouth, man.
Big mouths. That's why the Lord said, or in the book of Proverbs, it says, for the women are foolish and are clamorous and knowing nothing. Y'all women are loud, man. Y'all are clamorous women. Y'all got stretched out necks, looking like a damn ostrich. With that ostrich big mouth, when it opens its mouth, it could take in like a long, y'all women could take a long rod in y'all's mouth, man. Like an ostrich. And it tells us in the book of Job that y'all were, I believe, like an ostrich or a peacock that laid her eggs in the earth and trampled on them. Some of you women, y'all don't care about y'all sons and daughters. A lot of you women, y'all are afraid to get on y'all's kids. For some are already turned aside after Satan.
All of you 2/3 women, all of y'all. Because like what I told that woman too, I had brought up that incident about the Connecticut bus incident, man. I told her, I was like, watch that video and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Because she tried threatening me, saying she'll let me out. Like, that's what I would do to you. But she knew that she took it as a joke because we're on the job and everything. But that man gave me a fist bump. But that's what happens, man. You got those, like the brother said, y'all got those big ass, you got a big ass mouth in y'all, man. Man, like when a 90-pound girl comes up to a 6'7" buff guy, thinking that she could talk to him the way she wants to and get away with it. Nah, man, that's why we know, man, that this place is wicked. That's how we know you have not received a damn ounce of chastisement and that you're a bastard.
This is Isaiah 13:16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
But you know what? But now, since you didn't want to receive that chastisement, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a harder. You're gonna get that mouth shut.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver as for gold. They shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Right, that's why in those days, man, you women are gonna be praying for death. All these years, man, you had your big ass mouth flapping, big old lips flapping. You didn't think anything was gonna happen to you. Well, what we were speaking about earlier, how y'all want to say nothing's gonna happen, you better believe it. Most High's, I was watching the video of War, and he made a life lesson, and he put a comment out. Apparently, Elder Ramlab had made a video about women again, but apparently there's always getting views about it from other brothers. But it's a heavy subject because the brother had said, "Why do you think we're always speaking about women?" You see how us men were speaking, because all of us men, we loved women. We do, but like we always loved women in our past times, and we would go head over heels from. But now we have that mentality. We're heavy on them because we know how they really are, man.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
The scriptures tell you, in Ecclesiasticus, to be like that, right, man. Like, well, I got two, real quick.
You want me to get it? Because my voice is getting low. Or should I gotta read it for you?
We'll get Ecclesiastes 42:9.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 42, verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep.
Right, the father, his care for his daughter taketh away his sleep, man. Because he knows that when she becomes of age, because of her flower, her body changes her hormones. All right?
It says the father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and they care for her taketh away sleep. When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
Right.
And having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, least she should be barren.
Right, like a lot of your daughters today, you fathers, man, y'all let y'all's daughters wander away, don't keep a good close eye on them, and they get pregnant. And now you got a child in your house. You know? Now the baby dad don't want to be there. Now you got to put up with more grief, man.
It says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
Yeah, you got to keep a sure watch on a shameless daughter. Because a lot of you women, man, y'all shameless. Y'all ain't got no shame in anything y'all do. Y'all think everything you do is right. But the Most High is against everything you do. Go ahead.
It says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest you make thee a laughing stock.
Lest you make you a laughing stock, man. A lot of you girls, man, you bring shame to people, man. You bring shame to your husband, to your I'm gonna use this word, boyfriend in the world, right? Really, it's your husband. You bring shame to your family. You bring shame to yourself, but at the end of the day, you don't even care. But that's a father's job, is to keep close watch on his daughter, man. And a man's supposed to keep close watch on his wife, because she's still susceptible to those same things as a teenager, man. A woman could be 40 years old and she'll still act like a goddamn teenager, thinking she's still fine and wearing Daisy Dukes, right? Thinking she's still young.
It says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. For from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness.
Right, from garments cometh the moth. What does a moth do to your clothes? It ruins it. It eats away the fabric. Women, what comes from women? Wickedness, man. They're idiots. And they're so dumb that they're evil, man. Some of them know they're wicked as hell. That's exactly what they'll do. They bring you to your ruin, man. Your daughters, you fathers that have daughters, they'll bring you to shame, man. You walk your head down because you got guys at your job that been up in your daughter. And your dad, what can he do?
It said, better is a churlishness, or how do you say that? Churlishness? Better is a churlishness of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach. I will now remember the works of the Lord and declare the things that I have seen.
Right, and it's our job to declare these great wonders that happen on the earth, man. These women are wicked.
Got a couple more. This is wisdom, or Ecclesiasticus 25 and 23, or 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Right, through women come in sin, and through her we all die. Get us, sir. Please ask us 26 and start at 10.